Good morning, students. Welcome back to the second class of the Introduction to HTML. So, today we are going to learn about various tags, tag attributes, and about the HTML elements. So, before starting that, we have learned earlier in the first class, that is about the editors which are used to edit an HTML document, that are WYSIWYG editor and text editor. So, for the learning purposes, we are going to use the text editor, that is Notepad. So, what are the topics we are going to discuss today? The topics we are going to discuss today are the HTML tags, HTML elements, HTML tag attributes, and structure of an HTML document. So, let's start with HTML tags. So, what are HTML tags? HTML tags, actually these are the markup tags, are also called the HTML tags. Markup means, as you remember, that the text which are used to create layout, design in a document. So always these tags are written inside the angular brackets. Yes, remember that each and every HTML tags are written inside the angular bracket. Okay, so and these HTML tags are basically two types, that is container tag and empty tag. Container tag means, what are the container tags? So container tag means it will contain something. What it will contain? So container tags, it must have a start and the end tag to an HTML element. So what are HTML element? We are going to discuss later. So it must have start and the end tag. So, and it will look like this. This is the start tag and this is the end tag. Always remember, the end tag must contain a front slash. The front slash denotes that it is the end tag. Some other examples are also given for your help. So let's move to the empty tags. So empty tags are, they have only the start tag. They don't have the end tag or the closing tag. Like an example you can give, that is like list item, img, br, hr. These are some examples. These we will discuss about this later in second chapter, third chapter. Okay, now you are heading towards the HTML elements. What are HTML elements? HTML elements are the text or the contents typed with the start and the end tag. Means whatever we are writing with the start tag or the end tag, that are the HTML elements. For example, if we write like this, B, then Bunkim, your section name, then close the B, then Bunkim is the HTML element. And B and the close B, these are the start tag and the end tag. So the output will be like this. Later in the programming, in the coding, we are going to do this. So here's something we need to remember, that in some cases we may have used some tags continuously, like 2-3 tags we have to use. Like here is an example for you. You can see here that I have used here these two tags, B tag and U tag, and I have closed also. So B for bold, U for underline. Here also closed B, closed underline. But you need to remember that the opening and the closing tag should follow a sequence. Sequence means like the brackets we use in mathematics. Yes. So if we give the first bracket, suppose we are giving the first bracket or the second bracket here, then the first bracket, then we must close the first bracket first, then the second bracket. This is the rule. So in this case, you have to remember that the tag which you have used first, that must be closed last, like the sequence. But there is another point, that is the modern browsers and the modern HTML browsers and the editors supports that if you do not write in the sequence, it will work like I have done here. You can see the bold is written first. So according to the instruction, the bold should be here, but I have written in different place, but it will work. Later I am going to show you. Let's move to the class. Next topic, that is the tag attributes. So what are attributes, or what are the tag attributes? Tag attributes actually are the text written inside the tag to provide some extra information about the tag. So let's give an example. Like here you can see that is img then src equals to path. So src is the attribute of the img tag or the image tag, and remember some points that it is always written in the start tag. If there is a we are using a container tag, then the attributes must be written in the start tag, never in the end tag. And the attribute value, src is the attribute, and the value must be written inside the double quotation. So this is the syntax. Okay, next, the structure of an HTML document. So the structure, you have seen an HTML document here. So let's divide into different parts, that what is the basic structure. So actually an HTML document contains three parts, that is the root element, secondly the head element, and the body element. So root element, head element, and the body element. Root element. So first we are going towards the root element. What are the root elements? Root element means that it is the main and the first element of an HTML document. So as you can see here in the document, the first element or the first tag used here, it is the HTML tag. And yes, this is the root element. So this contains the HTML tag, one and only tag we are using here. Root element contains only one tag, that is the HTML tag. Why this is used? This is used to detect a document as an HTML document. Like if HTML is not written here, the browser cannot detect this document as an HTML document. It will detect it as a text document. Okay, so it is very important. Next, we are coming to the head element. So head element, in the coding you can see here, the next second tag or second element we are using here, that is the head element. So the head element, it is the second tag, is an HTML document. It is used to provide information about HTML document, that is title, style of the document, and various more. But the tags and the text we are writing inside the head element, they will not display directly in the browser. Like some example, that is title tag, style tag. So like here I have used, you can see title tag I have used here. So title tag is used to provide the title of the document. Okay, style tag is to provide style. We are going to use those tags later. Next, we are coming to the body element. This is the one of the most important element of an HTML document. Body element means whatever you write inside the body element, that will be displayed in the web browser, in the web page. This element defines the web page. Tags and texts written here are displayed in the web page. We can use text, links, images. Yes, you can see in many various web pages that there are various texts, images, music, videos, links of different games and different documents. So everything written inside the body element. So but it has some important attribute, like you have learned about the tag attribute. Many tags has attribute. So body element or the body tag has various attributes, like important attributes like text, bg color, left margin, top margin. We are going to use it later. Okay, so this is all about the discussion, but some points you need to remember here before finishing the lecture, that is the spaces between the tags. Like if you write body, then my first web page, and then the body closed, and if you give some spaces here, there is no mistake here. Means both are same, both will work properly. You can give at any place, but remember, don't give any space inside the tag like I have given here. This is the correct instruction or correct way of writing a tag, but this is wrong, this is wrong, this is also wrong. Everything written here wrong except this. As we have learned earlier, the attributes must be written under the start tag. Tags and attribute names are not case sensitive. That means if you write in capital letter, small letter, it will work properly. And if you write in mixed, that means suppose B in capital, O in small, it will work properly. Most importantly, as we are using Notepad, it cannot show any errors. Yes, so we have to be careful while typing the codes. Okay, so the code I have written earlier, this HTML code, let's run the code. I have created a web page. Let's see how does it look. So I have opened Internet Explorer. To open the file, you just need to press Ctrl O, and from there you browse it. As it is saved in my desktop, so introduction to VB, introduction to HTML, open. Okay, so as soon as it starts, you can see the title name it is written my first web page. I have written this inside the title tag, so it is the my first web page. Okay, and HTML is fun. It is written in capital and underlined, as I have written here this. So let's try something else. I'm including here I tag, that is italics, and here also anywhere, because the sequence doesn't matter now. So I tag starts and I tag closes. Ctrl S to save. Here refresh the page, so press F5. So as I press F5, so you can see HTML is fun. It is changed. Let's change the title. Again, my first web page is here. Ctrl S to save. Then again refresh F5. You can see that my first web page is here. So it is working properly. So I think you understand the basics of HTML. Thank you and have a nice day.